is the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Hello and welcome to the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff here in Montreal, Canada. I'm Blake Price. Alongside me is Russ Amber of TSN,
That's
providing his colorful perspective on the play, I hope.
Well, thanks, Blake. We're going to try to have some fun here, and so are the players, because each one begins with 50,000 chips, and the winner will receive $20,000 for the charity of their choice.
16 members of the National Hockey League Players Association began this tournament. 4 are through right now. Donald Brashear, Tim Connolly, Maxime Talbot, and Brad May have made it to the semifinal round. 2 more will survive from this table with $5,000 guaranteed for each charity of choice. But let's meet the players involved.
In seat 1, from my team, the Montreal Canadiens, Sheldon Souray, and he says he has his sights set on teammate Craig Rivet, so you can see some in-house rivalry there.
Seat number 2 belongs to Simon Gagne of the Philadelphia Flyers. Not far from home, Saint-Foy, Quebec native. Likes to have fun at the table, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of kibitzing with 2 Montreal Canadiens at the table and another Quebec-born player.
And the second half of the terrible 2 from North Bay, Ontario for the Montreal Canadiens, Craig Rivet. And Craig says he enjoys playing poker because he likes the passion at the table. So you can rest assured there's going to be some rivalry between him and Souray.
In seat 4, another blue line, Bryan McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs, coming off a career year of 68 points. An offensive defenseman, although he says he tries to avoid being too aggressive at the poker table. We'll see what he can do against these 3 other cohorts from the National Hockey League Players Association. Mentioned another defenseman. We've had some themes at the table so far. Had a group of youngsters in our first quarterfinal. A group of penalty minutes leaders in the second, and now 3 defensemen at the table. A couple of Montreal Canadiens. We'll see how it plays out. Blind start at 100 for the smalls, 200 for the bigs.
It's 200 to call.
Bryan McCabe didn't like the 3 of spades and the jack that he was dealt.
Option.
Simon Gagne of the Flyers is in. Craig Rivet of the Montreal Canadiens also staying in.
See, when the blinds are small, they'll pay to see a few.
9 of clubs, 7 of diamonds, king of diamonds on the flop. Long odds on a straight there for Rivet, but right now, high card.
Check.
Would he think that, though, with the 2 of hearts and the 8 of diamonds?
400.
That is 400. 400 to call.
Raises 400.
Better straight possibility for Gagne. All he needs is an 8.
Here's the bullet.
Ace instead. Lots of drama from the boys playing, but it really doesn't translate to much.
All in. I'll raise 1,000.
That is 1,000.
Gags didn't like that. That bullet dropped. He didn't like the raise coming up from Rivet.
And with the cards on the table, each guy's thinking that the other guy has something he can bet. With the king and the ace there.
And they're seeing their own hand, and he's looking, and he's seeing a 6 and a nickel, and that's not matching with anything on the table. Yeah, he didn't like it. He's going to throw that away. That's smart, though.
There was nothing doing on the table there. Would have loved to
look at that wry smile there.
It's hard, too.
Just stirring the pot right away. I love it.
You got to take a little confidence.
It's game on now.
Yeah. That's it. Good job, buddy.
Things are getting more serious here at the table. Only a couple of hands in here.
That's the way to start it off now.
Yeah.
That's it. It's game on.
I thought that was Shelly's card. I thought it was your cards. I gotta deal with this every road trip.
Already the trash talking beginning between the 2 Montreal Canadiens at the table.
When I spoke to Craig Rivet, that's what he said. He said, this is the worst thing because Sheldon is his roommate when they're on the road. And he said, boy, playing him, he's going to hear about this the rest of the year.
Look at the cards in hand already. Queen Jack for Sheldon Souray, Simon Gagne, King 10.
And double nickels.
Pocket 5 for Rivet, and an ace queen for Bryan McCabe. Individually, pretty good looking hands.
5.
Everybody thinks they've got themselves a winner there.
We'll see what the flop brings, but we should see family table here.
$500 more to call.
We haven't seen many family hands in this tournament.
And we didn't see anybody put a big push right there either, scare somebody off. Everyone being relatively conservative, and there's another nickel that drops.
Bet 5.
The heart is pounding inside Craig Rivet right now.
And he just checked it nice and cool. He just checked it on over.
It could go all the way around, though, at this point, with everybody in.
Call.
Why not?
Not much there. See if anybody else bites. Everybody has pretty decent cards. You'd think that they'd be pretty eager, but Simon Gagne says, no, thank you.
And when you look at the flop, you think, well, what could someone have in their hand that could match with that could be dangerous when you're holding Queen-Jack the way Souray is or Ace-Queen the way McCabe is?
Check or bet?
An 8.
Now that
on the turn.
straight's starting to look a little...
That's going to be entering into the minds of some of the guys, even though it doesn't play out in the hands. Look at the poker face of Bryan McCabe.
Shelley don't like it.
It's $500 to call.
Down to McCabe and Rivet.
Now, what's Rivet thinking? He's got it there. Now, how does he get the money out of McCabe? He can't scare him off.
Raise 2,000.
Raise 2,000. It's 2,000 to call.
Does McCabe still think he can turn something on the last card? Does he want to take the chance? Looks at his dice here.
Won't go away.
He's probably thinking even a queen would do for him. He could probably hope for a queen, too, and he'd think that a pair of queens would do it for him.
And Rivet's thinking, come on, go on. Put your money down, son.
Take it down.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Smart play by Bryan McCabe.
Nice spot.
He had a feeling.
3 5s wins it for Craig Rivet.
Very nice.
I'm sure Rivet would have liked to take a bigger pot with that kind of a hand, though.
It's early, though. Not a lot of chips in play yet. That'll change as the blinds go up. And they will when we come back. Lots more action on the table. We'll do a chip count and see where everybody's at with 4 players still left. From Montreal, Canada, you are watching the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Brought to you by PartyPoker.net, the world's largest poker school, and with special thanks to the National Hockey League Players Association. High above Montreal, the big O in the distance, this is the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. The chipboard looks like this. Craig Rivet of the Montreal Canadiens on top. Simon Gagne of the Flyers. Sheldon Souray, also of the Habs, and Bryan McCabe of the Leafs behind, but not by that much. Still a very tight chipboard right now.
And the blinds go up, Blake, now to 200 and 400.
We've already seen a bit of a dynamic between Rivet and
It's 400 to call.
his teammate, Sheldon Souray.
Ace King. Not suited, but still nice.
750.
750.
Just to switch it up. 750.
Yeah. Nice.
Not 700, not 800. Somewhere in the middle at 750. But that's enough to have McCabe say no thank you.
A re-raise.
Over the top. I'm going to have a
Pocket snowman for Sheldon Souray.
50.
750. There's a shot at Rivet.
He's got something good right now.
2,500.
Wow. He's playing good.
Gags says he's playing good. I asked Gags who did he like, who was good players, and he mentioned Donald Brashear and Keith Primo. He says they really know the details of the game. And I think we saw that with Brashear.
Check.
You might see him in the next round. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, so 750. Will be easier like that.
And how much?
And
2,000.
2,500. Huh?
Yes.
Oh,
We see why he's so eager.
Yes, and you see.
2,500.
Oh boy, he's got something good. I don't know what I should do as he's sitting there with the two ladies.
No wonder he was so
Oh
chit-chatty.
yeah.
This is where it gets interesting, gentlemen.
I like to see. It's fun.
Two queens for Gagne. Here's the flop.
Oh, there's a third lady's coming to the dance.
He's got something good right now.
That is 1,000.
He's got something good right now.
Yeah, look at Gags. Oh, I'm in trouble.
I like it.
He's putting that I'm in trouble sigh out.
He is a lot of humming and hawing. See if anybody else on the table buys into it.
1,000.
Look at the puzzled look
Yeah,
on Rivet's face.
Yeah, because Rivet's thinking, wow, Gagne's thinking that Souray's got something really good, but yet he's upping it 1,000.
Oh, man. Who's got the pocket kings, pocket aces?
Or
Sheldon doesn't want to look. Rivet, yeah.
1,000 want to call?
Call.
His intuition got the better of him.
4 clubs in the turn. Window dressing at this point.
That is 2,500.
Now, you know what? A bet like that from Souray certainly is sending the shakes through Gagne, because even though he's got the 2 queens, the third one on the table, you know, this guy keeps betting. There might be something there.
I raise.
But not enough.
To
Has to
base
be
2,500.
25. Has to be 25. He raised 25.
Another 500
Another 5.
is the minimum.
So it has to be the minimum. Yeah.
No, another red. Yeah.
Yep.
All raises have to double the previous raise.
Another 2,500.
Come this far, right? Yeah, let's go check.
Let's go.
What is coming down the river?
It'll be a nice spot.
Big.
Oh, here's your cards, buddy.
Ace of hearts.
Now, you see, now this is where Gagne is thinking,
Checker.
he might have those pocket aces. That's exactly what he's thinking.
But if you have got pocket queens, do you, just in the odds in the universe, do you think that anybody on that table has got a pocket kings or pocket aces? I can't imagine him thinking that.
Oh, I think he could be thinking that,
I think
because
he
I
thinks
think
he's
the
got
way
maybe one ace. I think he's thinking that Souray has one ace, maybe.
No, I think he's got more than that because of the way he's betting. He's not as confident, or he's trying. See, that's not a confident. That is not a confident bet. Although he's got the better hand, he doesn't know it. He's worried about what Sheldon's doing because Sheldon's staying in there.
Talk has slowed down from Gagne's corner as well as he gets more and more nervous.
He knows that Souray's got some, and Souray does have something. I mean, he's got the pocket eights, but it's just not enough.
Raise.
Now.
This is going to be messing with the mind of Simon Gagne.
Yeah.
Raise another
Can he
2,000.
get him to fold?
Nope.
He believes in his queens. He believes in the ladies.
Good patience
Yeah.
by Simon Gagne. Good faith
Yeah.
in his hand. The 3 ladies
Queens.
right off the flop.
Nice hand.
Nice.
Nice hand.
I was scared about the
It was a nice hand, but he almost walked away from it.
But, you know, he did the right thing. At some point, you've got to live and die with a good hand, and that's exactly what he did. He believed in his ladies, and he stuck with it all the way through. And look at it. It paid off for him as he's counting his chips.
Now, before any of the action began, actor and hockey fan Alicia Cuthbert sat down with Simon Gagne at PartyPoker.net VIP Players Lounge.
See that ace come out, but
So, what is it about poker that you really like, that you're interested in?
I like this game, especially the game we're playing today. It's a little bit different than just play with 5 cards. I like to having a chance to make my play with other cards on the table. That's the way I like. And I was not a big player before, but now I'm getting in to play the game a little bit more. And I don't know, it's just a fun game, and sometimes could be a long one,
Right.
and you don't lose that much money at the end. And and sometimes it could be a short one. So it's a fun game. I don't know. I just like the way it is.
That's great. And what is the charity that you're donating to today?
Actually, I got a golf tournament every summer back home in Quebec City, and all the money is going to Laraque leukemia for kids. So it's something pretty big, a big foundation in Quebec, and that's the charity I'm going to play for.
Just call me Johnny Playfair.
As you saw, Blake, the blinds are 500 and 1,000.
Could promote a little more aggressive play as the players chase down that grand prize of $20,000 to their chosen charity. All players, though, will get $5,000 towards their chosen charity, regardless of how they finish.
Oh, look at the double bullets that Souray's holding.
Check her back, please.
2, 4, and 8 on the flop.
Bomb's coming out, eh?
But it is the pocket aces, pocket rockets for Sheldon Souray.
Shelly's in. Might say something. There you go. Shelly.
1,000 to call.
Little bet to entice McCabe. And there's a little green one that follows. So he got an extra one out of him.
Check her back, please.
6 of diamonds on the turn. Doesn't change the fortunes of anyone. Souray, again, just trying to funnel some money out of Bryan McCabe at this point.
And Willie, does McCabe have enough confidence in his King 7 with only one more card to come?
We haven't seen much from McCabe.
No. He says he doesn't play much. And he says he doesn't play when on the plane. Now, I don't know if that's just
The Leafs
not telling tales out of school.
Maybe the Leafs aren't a poker playing team.
What is it to call?
15.
A raise?
15 to call.
He got him again.
Please.
2.
And he got him to cough up a little bit more.
Re-raise.
Sure.
Couldn't get him down fast enough.
5.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah. You gave me the extra money. Sheldon's figure, you gave me the extra money. Yeah, that's it. Well, I ain't giving you any more, Sheldon.
Sometimes, pocket rockets can sometimes be the worst 2 cards to get because it just gives you so much confidence. But in the end, Souray makes them work. Quite nicely, in fact.
Shelly.
That was a good betting run by Sheldon Souray.
4 players still at the table. This is the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. This is the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Still 4 players at the table here in Montreal. Simon Gagne of the Philadelphia Flyers on top. Healthy lead, in fact, over Craig Rivet of the Montreal Canadiens and Bryan McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sheldon Souray, also of the Habs, playing from behind here.
Yeah, but he got hurt with those pocket 8s that he had that he lost to Gags.
I play with him in the World Junior.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy too. Yeah.
I met him.
Blinds are up now too. Small at 500, the big at 1,000.
This year, came up to me.
We've seen some good camaraderie at the table here.
Yeah, just ripped my
Good-natured fun at this point. We'll see if it gets a little more aggressive, if you will, as the blinds go up.
Shirt too.
And the stakes become a little bit higher.
You pack like 6 shirts for a 2-day trip.
Jack 10 and Ace 10 staying in for Souray and Gags.
Tough. No Saks Fifth Ave there either. Eh?
Bryan McCabe says sure.
Did you go to Shelly's turn this year?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
You guys go to the Cubs game?
King of Hearts,
Nope.
Queen of Spades, 6 of Spades.
Now that helps Souray, doesn't it?
Check team.
Because there could be a possible straight there.
Gagne's in line for that as well.
That's right. He'd be the high one, wouldn't he?
Yeah, McCabe's got it in his back pocket as well, but just not high enough.
1,000 to call.
So another face-to-face confrontation between Gags and Souray.
A lot of spades out there.
Check team.
But Souray would need a lot of help. Need another one down the river to get the flush.
1,000.
Souray doesn't like it. You think he learned his lesson from last time? He realizes Simon Gagne's for real.
Gagne just runs with the help of his ace. gets a small win. The rich get richer.
See Big Daddy at all around?
Haven't seen him forever.
No, neither.
Big Daddy. That could be a number of players in the poker world.
When I asked Sheldon about the poker world, who are the players that play, he actually said, like, with all due respect, that Rivet is one of the guys who knows the game the best.
Suited Queen 8 for Simon Gagne. He is quickly in.
Option.
McCabe being very patient. If he doesn't like him, he just sends him back in.
Souray a little adventurous with his 9 and 7.
Check or bet.
Gets a 6 that
Check
helped
two.
him.
Checking the gags.
Check. The
That's
8
the
helps
one.
him too.
Absolutely.
Well, helps Simon Gagne, but it's the long shot going for Sheldon Souray. And it's another spade too, so a couple of different scenarios playing out here.
The club comes in wrong. Right color.
The
There's the
straight
straight.
for Sheldon Souray. Didn't get the flush that he was hoping for, but he got his straight.
2,000 to call.
Souray needs this. How much more money can he get out of Simon Gagne?
Does Gagne like this pair of 8s? He wants to see what Souray's got as well. But how much is he going to pay to see him? No. Checks it.
He'll let Souray dictate it. Nope.
Good.
6, 7.
Tosses in. Souray gets a well-deserved win there. Waiting out the straight, and he gets it.
Nothing into the end.
Went as good as it could have for him.
Yeah, without coming up with the flush.
1.
Just when I think you can get any dumber, you totally redeem yourself.
Speaking of himself, I think.
You guys like players?
And Souray needed a couple wins. He's won 2 of the last 3 now. And as we mentioned off the top, he was lagging behind in the chip count.
And now the blinds, yep, they're gone up, Blake, 2,000 and 4,000 for the big blind.
And those mediocre cards starting to look better and better as the blinds get bigger and bigger.
Call. 4,000.
Would you say that this might be one of our more conservative tables that we've seen since this tournament's begun?
Option.
We've seen the conservative play last longer, I'll say that.
Yeah. Very respectful, not a lot of crazy bluffing with nothing, putting in high amounts, lots of greens.
Look at Bryan McCabe. Off the flop.
Check or bet.
Flush.
On some of the other tables, we'd have seen somebody with McCabe's hand going all in right now and just trying to scare everybody off.
Call.
A lot of even stacks, though. It's
I'll raise.
incumbent upon McCabe to try and get some chips off of everybody here.
4.
This could chase. This could
Right.
chase. Based on what we've seen,
Or 8.
8.
Is it 8? 8,000 more call?
will this scare away his competition?
Good raise.
Now Souray's thinking, what's he got there? Because I'm sitting with the kings. Doesn't like it.
8,000 call.
You think he figured McCabe has been too silent all along, that if he's putting the money in, it's because he's got something?
And
Because
his
we haven't heard anything from McCabe.
And is Gagne sticking around with a pair of 3s at this point?
I think he's going to follow what Souray does.
You would think.
Well, I just think that the way McCabe, the way McCabe has been playing, he keeps throwing everything back in, and now all of a sudden he's got an 8,000 raise on the table. Yep, that's exactly what he thought. McCabe's going to take it. Is he going to show it to them?
Nice spot.
No, he's not.
Didn't last long.
But you know what? He didn't need to show it to them. I think the way he's been playing, they were able to read that McCabe came in, he was serious.
That's a little more like McCabe's on ice play. A little
that's
more
nice,
offensive. A little more offensive.
It's about time. Play a couple hands.
Some pretty serious faces left at the table. More to come from Montreal when the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff continues. The bright lights of Montreal from high above. We continue at the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. 4 players still at the table. Bryan McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs leading the way with over 72,000 in chips. Craig Rivet of the Canadiens in second place there, followed by Simon Gagne, Sheldon Souray.
And McCabe is there just strictly because he's being conservative and being smart and playing only when he's got good cards. Blinds are up to 2,000 and 4,000, Blake.
Jack and 9 in the hand of Bryan McCabe.
Doesn't even think about it. He just throws it right back.
We've seen that pay off in
For him,
prior quarterfinals, too.
Absolutely.
Keep guys in the game.
Option.
And I think he realizes he's playing against good guys, especially guys like Rivet. I mean, when I spoke to Sheldon Souray, aside from saying Rivet was one of the best players there, he also mentioned guys like Ribeiro, Zednik, and he said Cristobal Huet is a great player as well. So I think McCabe knows he's in against some guys who can play here, so he's just being smart.
Simon Gagne, similar cards, and likes to stay in.
That's right.
3 of spades on the turn. 3 spades out there, but...
And there's the... Oh, I thought that was the flush, but it isn't. He's 1 card short, Sheldon is.
As is Simon Gagne. They both need some help on the river.
That is 4,000.
Souray liking his chances just with the ace.
Scares him off.
4,000 a call.
Ooh, everybody leaning on their hands right
look
now.
That's right. Look at that picture. He says no. He gives it to Souray.
For you, shall I?
Surrey's winning hands lately. They're just not the largest of hands, so he's not making a lot of headway.
These guys are smart. It's not like what we had seen before where you're getting a lot of action, a lot of banter, and guys trying to bluff their way through it. These guys are being smart, and there's a lot of respect and the knowledge of the game between everybody at the table here.
Prior to the action in the PartyPoker.net VIP Players Lounge, Alicia Cuthbert caught up with Craig Rivet.
Is there anyone here, particularly for this charity, that you'd love to really beat, or is there anyone that you've played with?
Absolutely. There's no doubt. My D partner on our team, Sheldon Souray. If he does beat me, then you know what's going to happen. I'm going to hear about it all year. So this is big. This is big
for you?
I need this win, and these are bragging rights for the year.
That's great. And what's the charity today that you're...
I think it's Big Brothers back in North Bay, Ontario, and obviously it's going to go to good use.
Yeah, and have you been with them for a long time? You've been donating a lot of money to them, or is this the first time?
No, I've worked with Big Brothers back in North Bay a number of times, and it's obviously a great charity.
A lot of great charities and foundations involved here. All guaranteed $5,000 from their players.
But they want more than that. And with the blinds going up to 4,000 and 6,000,
8,000.
the charities can maybe get more, and that's what Rivet wants to do.
$20,000 going to the winner of the tournament. So all in all, $100,000 on the line, thanks to PartyPoker.net.
McCabe is suited with a 6 and 4.
Confidence from Sheldon Souray now. King 4 on the flop. Gives 2 4s to Bryan McCabe.
Check her bet.
8 of clubs on the turn.
The 4 is still holding up, and he checks it again.
Like the 8 for a second. Thanks for the bar.
Not a lot of chips on the line as a result. 9 of hearts on the river.
There's the straight.
Took a while to come to fruition, but Souray pays off.
On the last drop, boy.
8,000.
The 4s were looking good, and now he sees that straight's laying there. Now he does. What a conservative player McCabe is. Like, he's not taking any kind of chances whatsoever. And give him credit for that, because if it wasn't, he'd be throwing money away.
So 4 of 5 now for Souray, but just not making the headway.
That's right.
In the chip count that he thought he would.
You got a red under here, eh, bud?
Cut down on the wristband a little bit, eh? Last time I saw you, it was up to your elbow.
You know,
Fashion critique from Bryan McCabe.
You need 4 people to help you go out for the date.
What'd you do that?
tell you what, if you're learning a play or you're watching them, how it's done, these guys are playing the game smart here. I mean, conservative, they're playing the cards they've got, they're not taking unnecessary risks, and they're lasting at the table, and the chip count is relatively close.
Are these guys nervous, or are they just gamey? The fact that all of them seem to be pretty quiet at the table at this point.
I don't think these gamblers are gamblers.
So at least now it's 8,000 when you go.
They're not taking big risks.
Checker bet.
An ace on the flop, a lady on the flop, with the pair of sevens leading the way.
And the bullets come up.
Now 2 pair for Sheldon Souray. But again, a pretty free hand. 4 spades in the river.
8.
Is he going to get that from Gagne? I don't think Gagne likes the look of that.
I don't know if I got 8 in this. Want me to count?
I'm surprised he's even looking at that, actually.
Yeah. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to think he's...
He doesn't think he's even got it. And he's going in.
All in. Simon Gagne with the king and the 5.
Boy, this is just trying to make me look bad. Just when I said, if you want to know how to play, watch these guys. And he goes in at the worst possible time. You think he's just trying to scare Souray off?
That's the only possibility at this point. Almost 40,000 in chips now in the center of the table. This could spell the end for Simon Gagne if Souray does the right thing in believing his 2 pair is the winning hand.
Raise a 4,200.
And you know what? You could even tell by the body language that Gagne didn't go in with a whole lot of confidence. He hummed and hawed and then said all in.
Well, I guess I'll...
He's staying. You see, he didn't get the vibe off Gagne that there was something there.
Gagne, one of the best hockey players in the world.
Huh?
He'll be the first to depart this table, however. 2 sevens, 2 aces, the winning hand for Sheldon Souray.
Blake, he just gave that one away as far as I'm concerned. He was playing smart. He had some good hands going. And just when we said these guys play smart, he threw it away on that one.
Simon Gagne, the first player to exit this table. We asked him afterwards what indeed happened on that last hand. Why did he go all in against Sheldon Souray?
Scary hand.
No, you know what? I had pretty much nothing left, so I decided to go all in. And I think at that point it was not too many options for Sheldon on the table. So I had a king, I think. So I thought I had a chance there, maybe to coming back and be in the game. So it's not too bad. And then Shilly had a pair, so it was fun. That's what was important.
Simon Gagne leaves 3 players at the table, but also leaves with $5,000 to donate to his chosen charity. More to come as the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff continues.
That's
3 players remain at the table in the quarterfinal of the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff. Sheldon Souray, the chip leader right now, playing for the Gordon Russell Crystal Kids Foundation. That's his chosen charity, should he walk away with the $20,000 grand prize here at the tournament. Battling Bryan McCabe, though, for that advantage of chip leader. Rivet has some ground to cover if he wants to catch those 2, though.
Blinds have gone up as well, Blake. Can we safely assume that for sure one Montreal Canadien is going to get through?
We can.
Yes, we can, indeed.
I'm no odds genius, but that would seem to be true.
Option.
Look at that. I think that's
wow.
Maybe the first time we've seen this in this tournament. Identical hands off the draw for Craig Rivet and Sheldon Souray, the 2 Montreal Canadiens.
Whoa, and there's another king comes up.
Checker bet.
Which means, in all likelihood, a split pot, which is why you see the percentages at 0 across the board. Bryan McCabe is nothing right now.
If they all stay in, the pot will split here.
Nothing in the offing for Bryan McCabe, that's right.
Gee, my toes to count that over there.
15,000.
Big bet for Souray.
Big bet.
Now, is he going to scare them off?
Come on.
Well,
but Rivet knows he's holding some good cards, so he's going to see it.
Count that.
He goes all in. So the pot at 81,000.
Standing up. Here it comes.
Standing up.
Call.
Getting messy out there.
1921. It's okay. I call.
We could have our semifinalists decided.
play.
It's called, so we're up to 117,000.
And conservative McCabe, he
No
he
surprise.
folds, yeah.
Didn't have much.
You'll
The two king tens are alive here. And we know what's going to happen.
There's no way anybody can win this, regardless of what comes down.
This is purely to test our blood pressure.
They just end up splitting this. So they're
As we said.
as soon as they showed their cards, both holding the same thing, that you knew that nothing could happen here, that they were going to split the pod. And McCabe got out early.
All those nerves wasted for nothing.
Into that, or is this just
They divide the blinds.
You put in 8,000.
I put 10,000 in the start, but
blind?
yeah.
So a small bump, thanks to Bryan McCabe's blinds, but not much to go on there.
5.
Not going to bring Rivet from behind as he continues to battle and try to catch up to Souray and Bryan McCabe.
Like what you had.
I was hoping you were going to bet on like a queen or a
I think
nine.
patience is really important at this point, and a lot of the players had spoken to us about being patient, and McCabe is patient.
Rivet,
When he likes something, he stays.
Rivet didn't like what he had. He's gone for this hand.
Call.
Very small.
Queen and the nickel for Souray, but ace high for McCabe.
Raise at 10,000. 10,000 more to call.
Now, this is the first actual big bluff that we've seen from Souray, trying to scare McCabe off. They keep seeing McCabe fold cards, so they're thinking maybe Souray's thinking if I got him, yeah, and he did it.
Unbelievable.
Wow, look at that. Good. What a call by Souray.
How long can McCabe keep doing this, do you think? Is he just waiting for Rivet to bow out?
I don't know.
Conservative play to get into the semifinals, perhaps?
But that's one of the first signs of risk we've seen taken by one of the players, and Souray took it.
That was a big bet with no cards on the table yet.
Your small blind is 5,000.
Not like the pros do. Keep them stocks at 20.
And not only are we seeing, great poker here, but we're seeing it between two great rivalries, the Maple Leafs and the Canadiens.
You're right. On-ice rivalry, meeting on the table. Although he's outmanned right now. It's a power play for the Habs.
Power play. Well, there you go. Now he's feeling a little comfortable, a little pocket fours.
Oh, it's 8, sorry.
Happily in on this one.
Raise another 10.
Oh, a little bit of comeback at you. You see that?
A little bit of something.
Yeah. What did you do to me before? Right back at you.
Steal some blinds.
Your brothers. Tar brothers.
Win is a win, I suppose, for Bryan McCabe, but probably not that satisfying to win. What is satisfying for him is supporting the Canadian Relief Foundation, able to have this fully functional mobile hospital into a disaster zone within 48 hours of deployment. More poker next. Back to Montreal, where the quarterfinal round of the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff is underway. Simon Gagne of the Philadelphia Flyers has already said au revoir. Sheldon Souray and Bryan McCabe battle for the chip lead right now. Craig Rivet still very much in this, actually. Blinds are up to a 5,000 small, 10,000 for the bigs. And this deliberate table continues to peck away at each other.
In a matchup of the original six.
The Habs still on the power play, if you will.
That's right.
It's a long one. Souray
doesn't like
it.
5,000 a call.
Rivet quick to grab the chips, though,
Option.
with the suited 6-5.
And Jack Deuce for McCabe.
Here comes the flop. Pair of fives.
All in.
Good enough for Rivet. He goes all in.
Wow.
Off the flop, over 58,000 in the pot, and quick and dirty win for Rivet.
He'll grab that.
Up with nothing.
He'll grab that, and all those green ones are 1,000, so...
Inches him a little bit closer.
Yeah.
And this chipboard just keeps getting tighter. Instead of one guy falling by the wayside. This will change things. 10,000 small, 20,000 bigs. This is
wow.
This is where the separation starts to happen.
Uh-oh.
20,000.
Pocket
What are
sevens.
those? Hockey sticks?
Set up.
Rivet.
And he's all in again.
Again all in. But there's an ace for Souray.
Ace 9 for Souray. Pocket sevens for Rivet.
Boy.
The walkabout.
Yeah.
One ace.
Come on, baby.
That's some outs.
This is for all year now. They're going to listen to this. Oh, there's the ace comes up.
Ouch.
Ow, that hurts.
Not much left for Rivet to cling to.
Flushing, he's got you on the
Jack
flush,
of
too.
hearts.
He needs another hockey stick. Off the bench. No.
King of spades that spells the end for Craig Rivet.
Oh. Can you cover the blind, though?
Let's just shake his hand anyways.
You won't be able to cover the blind, right? That's 20,000.
148,300 in the pot.
hand, too.
Rivet's sitting back down.
Pockets.
Gotta do that.
Does he know somebody? I think he thinks he's still in this thing.
And I think Sheldon thinks he knows he's out.
Casting a glance over there, wondering what gives.
Done?
There goes the last few.
More money than him.
That's it.
The blinds, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, because you put in 20.
Okay, gentlemen. Good job.
Look at this. Look at this.
Good luck.
Boy, Sheldon's happy because Sheldon says Rivet always beats him.
Hey.
And we are down to an original 6 matchup.
Okay, so then the button.
Just Bryan McCabe and Sheldon Souray remain. Craig Rivet gives us his thoughts on his last hand play.
It's a big hand. I think coming down at this long, I think the blinds are eventually just going to start eating you up. And, I was the first one to call at a great hand at a pair of sevens. Go all in, and obviously if I collect on them, that's 30,000. And, Sheldon made a real strong call and ended up catching the card he needed.
From 3 defensemen to 2, Sheldon Souray and Bryan McCabe are the last ones on the table. They're off to the semifinals. Heads up action, though, when the PartyPoker.net charity faceoff continues. This is the PartyPoker.net charity faceoff, brought to you by PartyPoker.net, the world's largest poker school, and with special thanks to the National Hockey League Players Association. Sheldon Souray and Bryan McCabe are off to the semifinals. Still to be decided, though, some positioning for the semifinal round. Craig Rivet and Simon Gagne have departed the table. 60,000 in chips will be in front of the winner of this table. 40,000 in front of the runner-up as they head to the semifinals.
And the blinds are 10,000 and 20,000 each. And McCabe's all in with his Jack Ace. And Souray's calling him with a King 3. Boy, what started out as a conservative table, now they get down to the last 2. They're just throwing it all caution to the wind.
Two sixes and a queen of spades.
8.
Followed by an 8 of clubs.
Still ace high. And that'll do it.
That will do it. Simple as that.
113,000.
Dealer's cards meant nothing. McCabe anxious to get his chips across the table. Speaking of anxious,
40,
waiting in the PartyPoker.net VIP Players Lounge, a bunch more players trying to get in on the action. Guys like Martin Brodeur.
My friend Martin.
Mike Cammalleri said to be a player. Both in the next quarterfinal, along with George Laraque and Tie Domi.
Is that 10 there? That's 10.
Big
right?
George.
10, 20.
In the meantime, Bryan McCabe
30.
has got himself right back into the thick of things, trying to be the man who walks away from this table with 60,000 in chips in front of him for the semis.
And look at this, Blake. This is the highest the blinds have been since this tournament started. 20,000 on the small and 40,000 on the big blind.
And Sheldon Souray all in, ace jack.
And McCabe answers back. Look at these hands. Ace jack, ace king.
This is going to get the action decided rather quickly if they're going to start playing like this.
Wow.
2-5-7.
2-5-7. That's not going to help you. The king kicker.
Long shot for a flush, but unlikely. The pot just enormous at this point.
That 10 ruined the flush. There's the 6.
191,000 on the line.
And McCabe
and Bryan
gets
McCabe, he's surprised. Look at his eyes. He can't believe that he was the guy that just came back to win this thing. I don't know if Souray's realized it yet. Realizes
Big Slick
what has
gets
happened.
him the win.
Sheldon Souray
Big Slick,
will celebrate a movement into the semifinal, but he just lost 20,000 in chips going into the next round as Bryan McCabe takes 60,000 of the semifinals. They both move on.
Well, with the blinds going up so fast, I thought Caber caught a couple good hands at the end, and the last call I made with the all-in was a good call, good cards, ace jack, and he just came up against better cards, the ace king.
Seemingly the leader for all of it, Sheldon Souray, but what a comeback from Bryan McCabe the last few hands, the last one in particular.
I get lucky and catch a couple cards, so it went well. I got lucky, caught a couple aces at the end, and was very fortunate with the blinds going up to catch a couple hands and win the table.
And now he has the leg up on the competition. 60,000 in chips will be in front of him to begin the semifinal table. Sheldon Souray settling for 40,000 chips. No settling for Simon Gagne, Craig Rivet. $5,000 to donate to their charities of choice. For us, Amber, I'm Blake Price. Join us next time for the PartyPoker.net Charity Faceoff.